Так. Hello everybody. So continue drawing curves. I just want to draw some more curves in perspective, and later I will put it all together in one video. Так. So yesterday I show you how we draw curves in all three axes, x, y, and z, right? So, and I show you we can draw a bulk, kind of like a bump shape, bump form, but also we can draw it as a gap, right? So let's just make example of it. Так, let's say. Hello Vergio, hello Ninja Jack or Ninjak. Yeah. Так, so here we have this curve, maybe some curve on the bottom. It's just hard to read names from screen, because I have nicknames with all these numbers and stuff. Sometimes hard to just visually not so clear. Так, so here we have this is our Z plane, this one. From top view it's a Y plane, and now we're drawing X plane, this cross section, right? So we take point, drop lines, and we have this Z cross section. Same here. So all the stuff from Scott Robertson book, which I recommend everybody not just read, but practice and do it 100 A4 papers, or you take sketchbook and fill whole sketchbook with such drawings, just to draw it so often, so many times, so it became automative. Like when you write, this how automative it should be. And at certain point in your life, you will be there. Most likely, most of professional artists anyway, they end up mastering this thing, because it's kind of essential principle here. It's not nothing complex here. It just requires certain certain discipline and diligence, patience. Okay, so instead of making them bumping curves, we're doing gap sagging curves, right? And same, we can transfer it like this. Whoop, diagonal line, then this Z intersection, connecting points. Same here, diagonal line, whoop, whoop. Or you can just eyeball like this. So, and then like kind of close this form. So now I have this like interesting so imagine like you already know like 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective, this stuff. It's kind of easy and obvious, right? Like maybe when you was like in the kindergarten, it wasn't obvious, but now it seems so easy, and it's like, yeah, it's like everybody know 1 point perspective, right? Same should be with all perspective foundations, like 5 point perspective, like fisheye perspective, drawing boxes, you kind of intuitive perspective. All this is just like more advanced skills, but with just more repetition, you make it like easy and kind of common knowledge, common thing. Just you need to make it more appear in your life. Так, and let's put this in a 2 point perspective, right? So have z, x, because all like everything what actually works is have very simple principles. You don't need like, I mean, it's not like secret, it's ridiculously obvious. Like more you do something, better you became, right? Так. And if we take like some extreme skills, some advanced knowledge, they're extreme and advanced for people for who is this knowledge and skills are not normal, right? And to like, so I kind of make it normal for you. It's a way how to make it normal, like how to get these skills, you know? It just should be like, you should do it so often, you should really dig in it, so you really understand how it works, and it's really became like part of your life. So it's not just some kind of like 1% of your time, right? No, it's like, it's your obsession. It's really take over your mind. So it's so deep engraved in your brain, so it's impossible for you to forget. That's how you learn new skills. And you can like prolong this process. You can say it's like, yeah, maybe like I don't have time. Maybe if I do it less than every day, less than like 10 hours a day, up to you. You can do it less, and then it will take longer, or you will just never there, because it's just it wasn't really important for you actually. Так. Let's take. Because it always was only the way. It's only approach and principle which is works. Like how much you put there, this much you will find. Don't expect somebody will collect for you, right? Like somebody will like secretly invest in your bank account. You know, it's like, oh, such a wonderful surprise. I was like, all this 10 years, I was like hobbying, doing like different stuff without really thinking much. And I've been like put like $1 in my bank account every year. But then what a surprise, like somebody put $1 million in my bank account. Oh, amazing. And some kind of most of beginner artists is kind of what they want, you know. Just like, yeah, I will do this, I will do that. And then one day happened miracle and I became like really trained artist. How will you become trained without training? It's like I don't know if some one of you were in a gym, like any kind of gym, but maybe like martial arts is also my favorite example every time. It's like I were going to boxing about a year. Oh, I'm also like I wasn't like serious. I was like poor student. I don't have money for boxing. So when I had money, I went there. So, and there was some students who just show up. You know, they like every week, like once or twice, they show up in on a training. And they're like training very sluggishly, kind of you can see they're not really trying. And I was there like only a year, and like actually like only about a couple months considering my breaks, because I was broke, just no money to pay for stuff. And this guy like was there like 3 years already. And he know like nothing, just nothing. But like every year, his how to say ego kind of keep growing. Like he believe he's became like a better boxer, just because he kind of like attending trainings. So this same issue with art students. They just don't put any effort. They're like walking to classes. They expect teacher will put something in their brain. It's like teacher need to do something with them. No, like magic something. It's like, okay, you better and better artist. You know, so it's like teacher job to make you better artist, and that's it. So why should I do anything myself if it's not my job? It's a teacher responsibility, right? And the students, they never do anything. And some of them like do studying this way like 6 years, they get diploma. and they call themselves artists because they like actually have papers which can kind of make them like legally artists, you know. It's kind of how funny all this. Whatever, yeah, call yourself artist if you want. Yeah, so, and then we can combine. So we can combine these like bulk lines and gap lines to make form. Yeah, so and today was Virgil join my Discord today, and so he have like actually like amazing stuff, like very like dynamic, like a graffiti works, like very cool shapes. I wish like right now actually I wish to have such shapes in my work, but you can see he lack this kind of approach, you know, like meticulous, technical, slow drawing approach. And thing is, this is not just about making pictures. Like again, like I say, it's like nobody say you should be Scott Robertson, because like some beginner might have this like wrong idea, like, oh, if I will study from Scott Robertson, then I should be artist like Scott Robertson. Like do I want to be like car designer or product designer? So no, I want to draw comic books, so then I don't need to study Scott Robertson, right? Absolutely not. Scott Robertson, he teach you kind of 3D grammar. It's about grammar, like a perspective essentials. It's just about being able create like a very clear, very solid form in a space. That's it. And then when you're able to do this, then is your choice when you want to use these skills. And even if like your style which you pursue will not look like any realistic super technical style, this ability will be like underlined under everything you draw. So like we will see how your drawing is it's kind of, we can see through, like I can see, like other artists who know better, kind of, right? They can see through your work and they see you know grammar. They can see like, okay, this guy, he know how to draw. That's it. Like he have what it takes to be like serious artist. He has this discipline, he has this like technical mind, because as professional artist, it's not only about passion. It's like, oh, I want to draw this, blah, blah, blah. No, it's passion plus very, very technical mind. You should be technical. This is a definition of a kind of professional mindset. Being organized, discipline, because you're eventually, like every work you make is like a engineering project. You engineering works. You can draw like for fun when it's some self-entertainment, like self-satisfaction. It's just like, oh, I want to make some sketches. Sure, can draw for fun. But when you do serious artwork, it's always like it's a project, like any other technical work, like a building, a bridge, or house, or car, or helicopter, whatever. It's like it's a very long project with many issues you need to solve, and some guy with kind of impulsive kind of person just don't have this what is required to work on a long or on a complex project. So you should be, you know, some kind of like this detective from The Wire, if you've seen like series Wire. I think is a good example. So так. It's a lot of like analysis. You need to not on like impulses for artists, right? Like we need to have them, but most important it's to harness these impulses. This is what make you a real artist. Actually, it's not just being passionate. No, it's to be to organize your passions, harness them, like from a stone make a diamond. Так, so okay, let's make here combination. So it will be так. So here. Yeah, now I not always can read comments, but later I will read and react. So you can write in a chat something like you agree, not agree, your ideas, your insights. Так, so in here, let's make like curve like this as a base. And here we'll do also like this. Here. So here we have this like oh yeah, I can do also one more here. Where's it?
Subscribe, Keyboard Art. You now have 15 seconds to comply.
There. Okay. So something like singer or dancing, it's a lot of time people take for training their like voice basic movements, like ability, to catch exact note, all this stuff, how to control your voice, how to control your body. It's take a lot of times, a lot of discipline, right? It's not just like they're like, whoa. Так, so now we have this form, right? And let's add to this form this kind of peaks. Which like so kind of can modify, right? So I can also make it like see, like this. Так, some hatching. How long it take for me to finish book How to Draw? I've been like rereading it many times. So it's like, okay, like first time I was reading, make some drawings. Then I was like reading second time, make some drawings, like about like first half of a book. And then I was like, I don't know how many times, like more than 20, I think. Kind of just like open it, look around, making like a couple hundred drawings. and it's hard to say. It's like I'm not like finish it, so-called, like from beginning to end, because like I think like most of beginners, I finish it when I was just making it once, like draw about half of a book and read all book. But then I draw most of stuff from it, and I draw it like many times, just repeating it, relearning, because you draw it, you learn it first time. After a couple of months, you realize you forget, or you maybe actually didn't understand it in the beginning. Point is like you don't take it as some kind of school test, right? Like it's not like this kind of fake learning from a school when you like, oh, I read a book, now I'm smart. No, it's like a key or map to your knowledge, to your experience, right? And your job is to take maximum you can from this book. And like I didn't draw airplanes. I think in this book, like boats and airplanes, I still didn't draw. No, I did draw a couple times, but I'm not satisfied with my level. So I think kind of still I can learn more from this book about drawing airplanes, for example, you know. So I just see what I can keep learning from it. Just be honest with yourself. So like, is there still something you can learn from it? Or you already like are you Scott Robertson, right? Like maybe you already Scott Robertson, right? If you are not, then you say like, okay, there is something in the book I can learn. So keep learning. That's it. Well, how many times it take? Who cares? What important is just make your goals and track your progress, right? So I'm talking about this video how to draw, because it's important to not just have some like vague idea about what you are doing. You better always put target kind of for yourself. So like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm actually trying to achieve. And at first, some people like very talented in this aspect, they can be like super planners from beginner, some kind of entrepreneurial spirit. Some other people, they can struggle a lot, like it takes time to learn how to formulate like a goals for yourself, like how to figure out what you want. But you need this stuff, that's for sure. So let's draw just another side, save some paper. So let's do like 3-point perspective. Z, X, because you see, it's like if you're not goal-oriented, if you're not practice to make your own goals and pursue and reach this target, right? Like say result, say, okay, this is what I want, and I make it. Next goal, right? If you're not able to do this, then kind of you will be like kind of salary worker, you know, when you're working for a time. So you're working for like your presence, like you have money for being somewhere, pretending, to doing something. I just find it's a kind of horrible way to live, to kind of waste your life for this, right? I rather always like say, okay, like I put goal for myself, or if I work with someone, I say like, okay, like what do you want me to do, right? And I will take money for a result of my work. So what you want, I do it. That's it. That's my compensation or reward for my job, kind of for a result which I get, right? Not for my effort, not for time I spent. Kind of, I don't understand this. What you're done, this only makes sense, right? So, and if there is no client, no job, kind of, when it's just you, which like most of the time it's you with yourself, and you need to make goals for yourself, and you will check yourself like how much you good on reaching goals, how much you good on defining goals. Like sometimes maybe like you make unrealistic goal, or maybe this goal is just stupid, you know, maybe it's not worth doing, kind of. So you can learn in also how to make better goals. Так, so let's see. Так. 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 Maybe this. Maybe let's change this curvature and go like this. Hello, crossland. Шесть. Here. Hop. Going to Z. Okay, so we have this like x planes, right? So this y plane, this surface, this it's z plane because perpendicular to the vanishing point, and this ones it's our x planes in this kind of settlement here. So now make curves. So maybe like this. Так. This. This. Так. Так. So here. Curves. Так. So here we can make kind of this x plane. Here will be this x plane. Here this. So here. Do I practice gestural drawings? Yes. I practice many different type of drawings, paintings. Like I've been study oil painting actually in college and university. So like I say, generally speaking, every technique, every kind of drawing, it's useful. Like you can learn every possible techniques in the world, every like essential foundational skills for visual, for picture making, kind of, right? Every medium, but you have like limited time. You don't have like forever, right? So then you need to be like more realistic and say what actually, like, where should be your focus. And because then you will notice it will take a lot of time to develop some decent level for some critical basic foundations, and you need to also a lot of time to practice like making your own kind of work, which is like if you make illustration, you need to make illustration. You will not become illustrator by making perspective exercises, you will not like become illustrator if you will like sketch and doodle stuff. You need to make illustrations to like improve and be like better illustrator. So better if you only do illustrations, but actually to again, for learning essentials, you actually need to do it kind of separately, like a gym, right? So this stuff is like going to gym. So people go into gym not because they're professional sportsmen, right? Not like they want to be professional athletes. Same, like you study perspective, you study anatomy. Like you study anatomy not because you want to draw like Michelangelo or, like super realistic anatomical figures. But for your illustrations, you might need some basic anatomy knowledge, right? Like at least like how many muscles, where they go, how they behave in a different like poses, how they look from different angle, stuff like this. So it's just some basic knowledge which is essential for your goal. And this artist like who says like, oh, anatomy only make you worse, and yeah, I totally don't take it as dubious. It's like say, yeah, like money make you worse or stuff like that. Yeah, we can like juggle with these ideas as much as we want, but there is like a real world, and this is not how it actually works. Так. So let's do like this, just experiment here. Some weird galaxies. Need to sharpen pencil. Yeah, watch my videos about drawing motorcycles. They're also like, there's like first video, second video, and stuff like this. So it's like very simple, and you just like cannot be simpler. But still, like, you will be limited by your general drawing abilities. It's like I have video drawing cars for beginners, right? And it's like really, really simple and very good kind of steps, like a very simple sequence, and really make you easy and fast be able to draw cars. But there's somebody commented, say it's clickbait. So it's clickbait. It's not for beginners. And then, yeah, I realized that actually, yeah, if somebody have like zero drawing skills, for him it will be impossible, right? So everything you want to draw will kind of drag it by your lack of perspective and Scott Robertson practice. So if you not practice enough drawing stuff from Scott Robertson book, or if you're not really understand perspective, everything you will draw will be affected by this, you know. You might notice it or not, but it's always affected. It's always there. And for artists, like with better skills, they can always see it. So it's like if you're applying for a job somewhere, for some art studio or stuff, artists there, they will see every lack of essentials in your work. They will see when you don't know perspective. They will see if you lack some discipline and like kind of slow and focused drawing skills, or let's say skills, abilities. Так. So let's see here. It's like it's like, see if people, you look at somebody's face and you can see like if he drink too much alcohol, you know. It's written on the face. Like you can see this, like people like HR, for example, like if they're smart, right, they can always read people from their look. So like, okay, this guy, he just like all day he doing nothing, all night he kind of drinking, going to parties, and he don't have any like a shred of self-discipline. He very like impulsive, only jumping from one kind of obsession to another. So there is no character at all. Of course you can see this. And same with amateur artist. You look his work and say like, okay, no, this guy, he don't bother to force himself to do some kind of hard work, you know. He kind of still believe drawing it's easy and funny for entertainment, kind of like for self and entertainment. Так. So let's see. Here I can put vertically. Let's use paper, like save environment, use paper every centimeter. So okay. Hello 005. Thank you. Так. Так. Okay, so here we have these three curves. So you see again, like Scott Robertson, he don't have like examples of drawing in a fisheye perspective. He don't show examples of drawing like vertically. And don't wait somebody tell you this. Like nobody tell me do this, right? Like, oh, you should try this, you should try that. I looking for myself for such stuff. This kind of self-driven mindset, kind of, right? And this what I believe it's a core of a artist. It's like every artist, real artists, they have this self-driven personality. When if you have some like question, you look for answer. If you have some problem, you look in how to solve this problem. So if you want to learn something, you dig it till you learn it. You're not looking for like people to like drop this on them and say it's their fault. It's like all that teachers, they don't give me knowledge. It's gatekeepers, you know, like, oh, somebody like preventing me from, I mean, it's like absolute nonsense. In the artist, like kind of in the learning art, gatekeepers, like, what? People like have, I mean, I see from comments, like people have like this how to draw book and they don't even read it. It's like nobody prevent you from it. Just read freaking book. Like, or you want me like right now, like, you know, maybe everybody want me like read them, like you know, like read a book on a bad time. It's like once upon a time there was a Scott Robertson and he makes this book how to draw. Oh, it's an amazing book. If you will do these exercises, he say, you will know. You will be able how to draw vehicles. And I don't know what else. It's like people will make statue of you in the park. Just be proactive, right? Do it. Don't procrastinate. Так, so what happened here? Ah, I see. Here's my mistake. It shouldn't go here this far. It's like, hey, Jane, I have a book about how to draw in perspective. What should I do next? Should I read it or kind of I just wait and this how I will learn perspective, right? I don't know how to say you know, I'm afraid it's like will sound too scary kind of, but you actually need to read this book. You need to read this book yourself, you know. Can call your mama, your grandma to read for you if it's too kind of difficult. But not sure if it will like really help you. like there's a book with the pictures and the characters, and you can read characters, you can look at pictures, and you can do what these characters and pictures telling you. And this how you learn. It's this actually, I just tell you very, very big secret. This how you learn, you know. So please make some donation, super chat, thank you, became my Patreon, like tell me you appreciate. So I give you this like very, very big secret. You know, you need to practice and you need to read books. Read them. And yeah, maybe this also not obvious. When you read books and there is advice, right? Like say like, hey, young artist, you should do this. I believe if you will follow this advice, something will happen and you will learn something. Not sure how it works, some black magic or secret kind of sci-fi technology from cyberpunk or whatever. It's crazy. Nobody knows exactly how it works. But if you will do this, you will learn and you will become artist one day. If you find like professional people who know their kind of their sphere, they're professional in their kind of type of work, and you like ask them like what they do, and they tell you like I do this, and particularly like I read in this book, and after you go and you read this book, kind of, right? Так, here's kind of weird. Anyway. Yeah, I kind of I realize it's kind of like internet right now. It's like scramble people brains, so they kind of I don't know. They like expect I will say something different, right? So it should be some kind of show. I need to like make a salto, scream like crazy. Okay. Okay, so here it was, we did this like form, like 3 plants, XYZ. And now we also do like make a both top and bottom side. So let me show it here. So it's like we have this is what we did. like this. And here. This kind of our top on object on the top surface, and now we also make like extend it to bottom, right? So we can we keep kind of these curves from y plan, but we extend z plan. We make like one more curve here. Так. Так. So if I see, maybe like can do one more. Yeah, let's do this one. What goes here? This. Hello, Sonic. Let's just make it clean. Whoa. Whoa. Some special effects, action. This. Just very little shading here. Yeah, should be like reflection. That's true. So now let's draw it in 2-point, 3-point, 5-point perspective. So what also important to try is that connect this approach of drawing perspective grids, boxes, and Scott Robertson. It's like if you will like put it in a box. So for example, you can start from box, right? So it's like even like 3-point perspective. Because box very convenient to put in perspective grid. It's very convenient to have like general idea of angle, like rotation, and proportions, right? So now with this one, okay, it's like 3-point perspective grid. So because if I extend these edges, okay, so it's like converging y-axis, conversion Z, and conversion X. So you can start with a box, or you can start with a grid. Both working, both approaches. So, and now if I want to practice this like top and bottom, let's divide, kind of slice this box also. Slice it here. Так. Now let's put curves. So like this. Так. Oops.
Madness. This is Jane Bond art.
I cannot sharpen it anymore. It's like a stuck. Так, so let's say so it's kind of like proto forms. It's like simplistic forms which can be base for like a spaceship, boat, helicopter, car. And if you practice drawing this, you getting closer and closer to better drawing of all this stuff, like vehicles and spaceships and whatever, because you practice this form language, this XYZ language. Так, so we have top, sides, and also let's do bottom Z plan curve. Так, so let's see. say like this. Так. Так, okay. Anyway, so now we can, from these 4 curves, right, drop in lines to define these cross sections. Так. And first just like right angles. Also be careful, don't forget it's a perspective grid here. Так. Так. Here. So same like drawing in drawing with perspective grids. At certain point it can become like so many lines, so you kind of like, oh, I'm lost. But if you do it more, you kind of like improve your eyes, you know, somehow just being updated, so you can more and more handle like more and more complexity, so you can track it more and more precise. Так. So it will not like kind of make you panic and confuse. Так, so now I put for each X plane, I make curve, right? So first to do like here in the front. Oop. So have this X plane. Oop. Have this X plane. Oop. And this. Oop. This here. Like this. Also we can do like on the bottom, so it will be a little different. Or like let's first project this to rear side, right? So here we have whoop, whoop, whoop. Same here from corner to corner. Then we have this point, we drop Z axis, then corner to corner, intersection. Like this. Here, whoop, whoop, whoop. Reinforce this middle center line. So, and this is like belt line, right? So it's like widest place in this form. Okay, now we do bottom front side. Same, just kind of like randomly establish curvature. Maybe like this, then this. And this one. X-plane. Let's do like this. Same here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Hello, J. Scott. Hello, Dorian. I'm not sure I understand about bending torso. So maybe you mean is like, let's say you have torso like this, right? Dun, 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 dun. And you bend it, let's say like this, right? So this point moves to here, so you will have this kind of shape. But all the stuff, like if you want to see like body twisted like this, it's a lot of reference in internet. Maybe I can do like tutorial about this, because like to make it more informative, yeah, I need to prepare material. but basically it's kind of this. If you try to do it this way, right, like where you have like a box for a rib cage, let's say like this, and you draw pelvis like this, right? It's kind of will be wrong, because anatomically, like a rib cage is not a solid box. In a rib cage, when we turn, is like our this kind of shoulder area is turning, right? So here we have like how much, like 90 degree. Yeah, 90 degree rotation. So top of rib cage rotated 90 degree, but bottom of rib cage is like, I think it's even like bottom is totally not rotated. So basically how rotation happen, it's kind of like each rib make like little twist. So it's kind of like not so much flexibility there. So we don't have in your spine, right? You don't have this like a pivot for to making this kind of rotation in one point. Rotation happen like gradually, like rib by rib kind of. It's like each one of them kind of turning like little. So it's gradual rotation in reality. So this kind of what is important to know. If you draw two boxes, no, it will be like you kind of breaking spine if you draw it like this. So it can be like for some very basic idea, but later when you make it organic, anyway, it will be some kind of like in Proco, right? They have this like pillow kind of, some kind of pillow thing. So you can actually just find some reference or take your pillow or just doodle and experiment and see how you can show rotation by kind of twisting and turning this kind of pillow soft form. Oh yeah, hello XFG, and hello Dissonet. Nice, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I will do tutorial about like this rotation, because it's kind of also called, how they call it? It's how to draw dynamic pose. It's you make pose with a rotation in the torso. Then like pose became like very dynamic because it start to have this like twist kind of like this. It's always work for sculpture and it's work for illustration. So if you like look Crane's illustration, he almost always doing it, because it's just like a couple more points for your picture to make it more kind of attractive, more dynamic. So yeah, okay, I will plan this tutorial about drawing front of a car. Yeah, I kind of like moving to this tutorial about how to draw car with the Scott Robertson approach. So first is this some kind of more basic tutorials about Scott Robertson, and then there will be like cars and other stuff. Yeah, cars, motorcycles, maybe some like spaceships. Так. So as this was like 3-point perspective, let's draw fisheye perspective. Yeah, so don't draw torso as two boxes. It's kind of breaking, it's breaking this kind of natural look. So, it's like some artists, they can draw very anatomical kind of, they draw like very detailed human figures, but it's kind of broken, like something wrong, something like broken in the figure. It's like look like a doll, unnatural. And one way to get to this kind of error, it's to draw torso as two boxes. You just break it, you make it unnatural. You can make it like only if it's some kind of robot and you want to kind of emphasize to show it's not a normal human, it's a robot. So here we have this horizon line. This y-axis, then y-axis go like this. So you see like this, like perspective grid for fisheye perspective. It's like a very advanced perspective, but I've been drawing like 100 times already, so it became for me like just like write my name, it's became so default. So I say kind of, if we look into any kind of learning process, core idea, kind of like core very simple mechanism behind learning, it's to make something unusual usual, right? So make something you usually don't do, make it what you do all the time. And like beginners, like some beginners struggle with drawing many hours a day, right? Some they're like drawing like, oh, I draw 1 hour a day, or like 10 hours a week, or something like this. Like if you plan to be like a professional artist, you should be able at least to draw like 8 hours 5 days a week, right? It's like kind of minimum. It's a minimum. So it's just some kind of like minimum, which is a default for any artist. And if you want to be like a master, if you want to be like super famous or like iconic artist, then it will be like much more. And then it's like on your responsibility, like be careful, don't not damage your health, kind of, right? So be careful with drawing so much, so you will like destroy yourself. This kind of what should be like a problem, right? Not like how to motivate yourself to draw enough, but how to control yourself for not drawing too much, like or like kind of organize yourself so you will like have enough sleep, you will have some physical exercise, so your body will be healthy. Like you can look like research, right? Always research artists in your professional sphere where you want to be, where you want to work, right? And look how they look when they're old, like when they've been like 18-year-old, and you will see some of them like they look like this, like what? Look, like barely kind of, you know, just barely holding their body straight, like living in this kind of constant pain. And some other artists, they look like fit, fresh, and have energy. Yeah, and if it's like not extreme cases, usually it will be like this artist who doing physical exercise, like a running, going to gym or something, like have a hobby with like some physical training. An artist who don't do any physical training, and more than that, they also like have like some unhealthy habit, like drinking alcohol, smoking on top of it, you know. So no training plus destructive addictions. And you can see just like a Frank Miller, like I recently seen video. And also like physical, some exercise. Like I don't say again, you don't need to win like golden medals, right? Just some physical exercise. So like culture, physical culture. It's also good for your brains. And as artists, we need like good, healthy brains, right? Whereas like blood flow good, like kind of whatever flow there, flow of everything in your head. Так, so let me drink coffee and make this like your favorite.
Who are you?
Bond. Jim Bond.
Так. Yeah, so idea of a Scott Robertson book, it's to develop this very fine skills of drawing 3D forms. So you will able to draw complex forms like this fluid contemporary cars, right, with their like fluid forms, like how they one form go into another form, and like when you have like this extreme perspective, after drawing Scott Robertson stuff, at minimum, right, like at least doing some this let me show you, like, you know, like, can you draw this stuff, for example? Can you draw like a projection of a circle onto a curved form, like he teach here? Like, have you done this exercise? Because it's like element of a car, but if you like draw it more time, make it like very easy, you will be very convenient with this, you will ready to learn more complex forms. You are ready to put all these complex forms together, right? So you kind of train in your brain, like in a boxing, for example, right? You need to train yourself how to make but all this choreography of like making like punch, choreography of like kind of turning like your body, all this like distribution of weight so it will go into hit kind of target. And then actually all this, it's like just super minimal thing, because on top of it, you need to be able doing it dynamically in the process of a fight, kind of, right? So you like moving, your opponent moving, and you make like one punch, then you like deep, then you make other series, kind of. So you need to put all this choreography in combinations. So it's another skill. It's like another next level, and you will never be able to do this if you're not managed to like figure out just like very basic moves, right? Same like here. You at first you need to train your brain to be able just to draw this kind of basic forms. So then you can put more complexity on top of it. You can like expand it. You can evolve it, right? It's like evolution of your skill from simple to more complex. Each next complex, each next like more nuanced technique and skill you will perform, it will be always stand on top of a previous skill, on more foundational skill, kind of, right? So you establish this like solid ground, so you will able to build more refined, more advanced skills. And kind of amateurs, you see, they always kind of ignoring this gap. They're trying to kind of jump high. So like, oh, I make a couple drawings here, and now I want to jump to here. You will fail. It will like you're not ready. Your head not ready for this. Your like muscle memory not ready for this. You don't have what it requires, like minimum requirements for this. That's how it works. Again, like imagine, like, right, like this like boxers, like sport masters, they like manage like training like thousands hours to like refine, like make like its crystal level of technique, like all this choreography. And now when they're fighting with you, you're just like, for them you're like moving, like if you're moving like 10 times slower, like a slope, you know, like and you think you're fighting, but it's so different level. So same like some artists, like he look like he have so many structures in his head. He look your drawing, he look like a Neo, like a Robocop. He see perspective, he see vanishing points, shapes, proportions, composition, everything like it's just like very fast, instantly, kind of, you know. And for you, it's just like couple structures, and you already like collapse, like, and want to sleep. Yeah. Так. Let's see. Same like a language. Like for me, like in the beginning, it was like extremely difficult, and like I was suffer reading emails in 2013. Like when somebody write an email for me, I was like, oh my god, like I need to spend like hours to it was before AI, right? So you need to see, like, find some vocabulary, like a Google Translator, translate every word, and then you think how to reply. Everything like takes so much time, everything so slow. But that's it, you have no other way. you start slow, you start like feeling retarded, like you. But in language, yeah, everybody know, like everyone who study language, they going through this stage, right? It's normal, everybody know it. Same with the drawing, right? Like you learn perspective, you need to get through stage when it feels very redundant, when it feels like unbearable, boring, slow. You feel like you're stupid, you know, all the stuff, you just need to get through it. Так. And it's not worst thing you can get through. It's not so bad, right? It's not like a really unbearable experience. Так, let's see. Cool, nice. Yeah, I'm still kind of surprised and native speakers can understand my English. But my reading much better than my speaking. It's kind of I need more practice, like how's it called, verbal vocabulary. I read already. I can read very complex books. Так. So let's see. Oh, yeah, let's do, if I have this here, let's do it like this. Так. Yeah, I was in 2016 or 17, I was working teacher in Hong Kong, art teacher. Yeah, it was funny. Like I was like extremely fast improve my English, because like my accent was ridiculous. I just like, hello, how are you? Today we will draw in flowers. Even like can't imitate. Так, so now we do here. Oh, cool. Interesting. Thank you for feedback. Give me more confidence. I will speak more kind of confident now. Так. Yeah, I have this kind of funny goal to have my English level like a PhD level, you know. So I will able to make like speeches in universities or of election speech. So, as a Gene Bond, I promise you, like, art education will improve significantly under my rule. Так, so, actually, here, okay, anyway. Так. Вот. Can make like new United Nations, and I will be like leader, chairman, Gene Bond. Maybe just will make my YouTube channel more popular. So like, yeah, by the way, or I can make it right now. I'll just make my own United Nations, and make myself as chairman. Funny. Yeah. No, like for American president, I would definitely can't, because I'm not born in America. Так, so here what we have. Let's see. Because I can fake my papers like Obama. Will be some new like president with a Russian accent. My comrade Americans. At least I'm not in some kind of так, this here is kind of funny form. This spaceship look like a bean. It's like Mr. Bean spaceship. Так, let's see here. Is that crazy? Can cut some more here. Yeah, we'll make like my babushka vice president of United States. Let's do one more. Was like dumb shot. See. Yeah, I recommend to watch video how to improve. Have video like how to calls, how to improve. Because this video kind of like talking about how you should organize your learning process, right? Because kind of very subjective. It's like every people have their own path. Так, again. Just like so. Так. So here. Up. Yes. Так. Shit. Ой. This. So it's like center line. Так. Okay, so interesting. Okay. Let's try. So on the side will be this shape. Так. Here will be this curve. Так. And on the bottom, we yeah. This curve. Так. So because I don't have center middle here, right? So I put it on the side. But I think it still will works because what we need this intersection, right? So we have this point, and then we draw up. Yeah, we still can make these points. So I have now this Z plane and I can make like a curve on a Z plane. Так. So let's see. This. Same here. So have this plan. Now establish curvature. Say like this. It's kind of weird thing, but this is how it looks. Так. axis. So here horizon line, z vanishing point, z axis, whoop whoop, whoop, y axis, так, and x axis. Так, all look weird, kind of inappropriate. Так. Just here. So now we have these shapes on XYZ planes, and now for each, let's build it was Z and Y planes. No, X and Y planes. Now I build Z planes. Так, оп. So here. Shall go this slow. welcome. Hello, Charlene. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm kind of need to finish already. Так. Anyway, just some experiments. Oh. Так. This stuff. Kind of weird forms perspective. So that's it. Next time we'll draw some next stage Scott Robertson stuff, and then will be like about cars, about some vehicle elements. Like I have some motorcycle parts in perspective. Yeah. See you later. Так.